Yo, what's going on, guys? Your boy and Putty God is back at it again. This time with another unboxing of Beyblade Burst Gachi or Gatinko. And we have a booster here. So if you guys haven't seen it already, I did unbox Ace Dragon in my last video. Make sure you guys go check it out because I am also giving away a Ace Dragon. Anyway, we got this Beyblade here, and I know I'm a little bit late to the party, but we're still gonna unbox it for you guys. So this is B135. It's a booster and it is part of the GT system, made by Takara, of course, and this is the Beyblade itself. It is Bushin Ashura, HR and then KP. So HR stands for Hurricane and then KP stands for Keep. So this is the Beyblade itself, and wow, this is crazy nice. On the side it shows the gimmick, and then on this side the owner, who kind of looks pretty cool. It kind of has like a karate uniform or martial arts suit. Very long hair, and yeah, that's sick. So this is a defense starter, hence the green packaging. And then on the back we have information about the parts. Hurricane and Keep are very interesting parts, which I do want to look at in detail in a little bit. And then just more information about the system, Beyblade, and then here it shows Dram and Vault. So very nice. Anyway, we're gonna open it up. So because this is a booster, there is no launcher. All right, so here we have the stickers with the instructions, and we're gonna just keep those to the side. I'm not gonna stickerize this Beyblade yet, till probably after the video, because as you guys know, stickers take a long time to put on. But anyway, we're gonna open this up and check this out. Ooh, all the Beyblade in its glory, and this thing looks so sick. Alright, so since this is part of the Gachi or Gatinko system, I am going to disassemble the layer itself and take a closer look at the parts. Alright, so I finally bought a scale for my videos so we can finally weigh the parts accurately, and I'm super stoked for that. Anyway, we're going to start off with the driver, which is called Keep. So this is a very interesting driver. It's a rubber ball, so it's a nice kind of soft rubber. And the driver shape is pretty basic, kind of just like a pyramid almost. A nice green color, and the coolest part of all is that this does spin. So it's not free spinning, but rather it kind of just turns around. Kind of like gyro, if you guys remember that driver, but in rubber form. So that is pretty awesome, if I have to say. Pretty unique, of course. So I do think this will be pretty good for raw defense. Maybe it'll have some LED, who knows. And next we have the disc, which is called Hurricane. So this is not a number disc or core disc, but rather it's a letter disc. It has literally a free spinning ring around it. So this is very similar to the Tornado Wyvern gimmick, except just in a disc form. And this is sick. It's a nice kind of purple color, nice sharp blades. Probably not going to do too much damage, but this thing will kind of just glide on the ground, which is going to be sick. And I do think you can pop this off. Not going to try it right now, but maybe we can do some mods with this thing. I do have some pretty cool ideas for this. That'd be pretty sick. All right, moving on, we have the base layer, or whatever you guys want to call it. This is Bushin. So I really like this piece because it has some really nice details to it. As you guys can see, there's literally hands with swords. So it's like a ton of blades making up this layer. And the layer itself is fairly thick and just solid. So Very, very nice. I can definitely see this being a defense type layer. I do wish it kind of had, you know, some more weight to it, or rather some more metal to it, but this is all just plastic, unfortunately. Either way, it looks really sick, and I think the colors here do really go together. It's kind of like a jade green with just gold. It's really, really nice. And next, we have the weight, which I didn't know the name of until now. This is called 10, and it features 5 hexagons, 4 on the outside and 1 in the center. Despite having a lot of hexagons, it doesn't weigh too much for some reason. I do think it is just to kind of balance it out and not make it too powerful and heavy. But either way, this seems to be pretty balanced, and it only has 2 stars, unfortunately. And lastly, we have the centerpiece, and this is Ashura. So this has a similar color scheme to the layer. It's nice, like a nice clear green with gold, and it features a face right here and 2 other faces, I think. This looks very, very nice. And then we can see the teeth, which apparently this has 7 teeth, so it's an odd number of teeth. I'm not exactly sure how that will work in terms of clicks, but it does seem to be very interesting. All right, so now we're gonna get to the weighing. I did want to start off with the driver Keep. So we're gonna see how much that weighs. So Keep weighs approximately 6.48 grams. Just about, I think, an average weight for a driver. Next, we have Hurricane, which weighs 24.93 grams. I do think that is on the higher side for a disc, so that's very promising. And then next we have Bushin. Bushin weighs 10.25 grams. I think that's all right. And then the weight, which is 10. Weighs 8.34 grams. So like I said, a little bit lighter compared to other weights, but nonetheless pretty cool. And then Ashura. And then Ashura weighs 2.78, so it's just a very simple basic piece with not a lot of plastic, so that's why it doesn't weigh a lot. Now, we're gonna put this layer together, and if you guys don't know, it is fairly straightforward to do this. So all you need is the base layer, you put the weight on top, and it should just sit nicely on the layer. And then you attach the top part, which contains the teeth, and that will also sit very well and just kind of flush with the entire layer. Then you just kind of click it or snap it in together, and voila, you got your layer. So this is a little bit loose, just like Ace Dragon, but not as much. But now we're gonna put it all together, and like I said, this thing has 7 teeth. So in theory, it should kind of click differently. So the teeth themselves don't feel too good, if I'm being honest. It feels kind of weak, but it is a defense type, and hopefully the driver will help it out as well as the disc. But together, this thing looks very, very nice. I have to admit, the colors on this go really, really well. And now we're gonna weigh it, of course. So the total weight for this Beyblade is 52.81 grams. So I do think that is fairly heavy. I'll have to compare later with other releases, but there you guys have it. This is Bushin Ashura Hurricane Keep with 10. And now, of course, I am going to get my stadium. We're going to do a few test battles, and we're going to test this bad boy out. Alright, so that is it for this unboxing of the 135 Bushin Ashura Hurricane Keep 10. So overall, this is a very beautiful Beyblade, and I think it's really nice as far as the gimmicks and all that. The only downside to this is, of course, the teeth. It seems to burst a little too much for my liking, but hey, you can't really do much about that. Maybe some dash drivers will help out. I guess I'll have to test that out in a future video. Anyway, that's it for this unboxing. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and do stay tuned for much more on the way. I have a lot of plans for this channel as well as a lot of changes, so I hope you guys are looking forward to that. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and until next time, guys, see ya.